Tell me if this is you. Do you often go through life feeling one way in your chest and another way in your brain? Or when people walk up to you and ask you, hey, what's wrong? And all you can say is, I don't know. I don't really know. If you feel like, or if you've ever had this happen to you, where you feel one way in your body and you're talking to somebody and they ask you a question and your response is something completely out of the ordinary or what you wouldn't have anticipated yourself saying, your brain and your heart are probably not in sync with each other. Let me tell you why this is so important. So your heart, we're going to talk about the heart-brain relationship today, if you didn't already know. And that is because they hold a very special relationship to each other. Your heart is that emotional side of you that's going to do what feels right and jump into things with hopeless abandon. And your brain is essentially the opposite. It's your ego. It's going to take all of your past experiences, your past traumas, your past rewards, all the consequences you've ever felt, and it's going to try to protect you or drive you into habits, patterns. And if they are not in sync with each other, you're going to feel like a very conflicted, lost person. Life is going to be more confusing than it was before if you have been in sync before. It's a sense of homeostasis. So your brain takes feelings that you feel and then converts them into chemicals or hormones that go throughout your body and deal with homeostasis. Whether or not you are healthy and happy or if you're feeling sick and icky all the time. So if you aren't feeding in strong, heartfelt emotions, which come from the heart, your brain's just kind of going to be going on autopilot, and it's going to be letting life kind of direct how it feels. You're not going to feel in control. You're just going to go around doing whatever you feel may or may not be right every day. Just eat, sleep, drink, go to work. That's it. That's what your brain will have you do, whereas your heart will have you do things a little out of the ordinary. So it's best that we synchronize them together so that you are doing things that make you feel good and healthy while also staying on track and going through your life the way it should be, with balance instead of just one extreme or the other. We want to bring them together. There's a couple ways we can do this. It's through breathing and practicing feeling emotions. I know many of you, if you feel anxious or depressed, that can be a difficult thing. I know that it took me a while to learn how to feel things again, much less on command, but I tell you, it is possible. And if that is something you are interested in, just leave a comment below. I can do more talks on that in the future. I do that with my coaching clients. That's pretty much the basis of it, because it is truly an experience to know how to control your life one step at a time. But whenever you manage to connect them together, you get things like we talked about brain conductivity, but that is from the brain, and from the heart you actually have the human biofield. Every living thing has the biofield. It's an electromagnetic field. It's like a net, a very thin net that your body releases. And all of your emotions and memories get caught in this field. And if you experience strong emotions or strong traumas, they can stick with you forever, for years. A lot of people, if you've done a past life regression, will find these things really far out in their net because they've had them and have never healed them. And a lot of people have those patterns still trapped with them today, which are holding them back in a lifetime that isn't even relevant to the one where they gained that trauma from. So it's very important to be aware of this field and strengthen it. Once you create the homeostasis between your brain and your heart, that field becomes stronger and emanates, and it becomes easier to heal because you're consciously aware of it. And that is our goal. Tomorrow we're going to be talking about the biofield, which is what I'm discussing now. It's the initiation into the biofield, which is understanding your heart and your brain are two halves of each other. They work so much better with each other as opposed to without. And so I encourage you to think a bit about what's coming from your heart and what's coming from your brain, and what you could be, what you'd like to get out of that relationship, whether it's more health, more energy, more inspiration, or a sense of purpose, or all of the above. That's what I was looking for. But thank you very much for tuning in with me today. We're going to talk about the biofield tomorrow. My name is Abigail Montgomery, but you can call me Abby. And this is the Sixth Strength Discussion, where we learn to empower our sixth sense, flex our intuitive muscles, and grow stronger every day. But thank you, and have a good day.